This is the One Episode Rule, podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie, and we're just going through it here at the One Episode Rule. Things is happening. Like, things happened to people like over the last couple of weeks, and now things are just going to happen to us specifically.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try and continue providing you the entertainment that all 14 of you listen to.
we need to help
a little optimistic.
Rehydrate all of your souls, because I feel like, I know me, like I said just a minute ago when we were not recording, my soul is a little bit like shriveled, like a little like old leaf, and it needs hydration, and I'm sure all of you out there do too.
Yeah.
So, what have we got for this week? I've got some news I can hit after y'all talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I have no earthly topic to speak about.
How about if we just introduce ourselves? Who are you folks?
I'm Blackall, and I, one truth and one lie. I just ate a banana, and the lie is and
No,
I
that
didn't
was
just
the
eat
lie.
a banana.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right.
Hi, I'm Joey. Not much to report in terms of news because, like Magpie just said, we've all been going through it. We've been watching a little bit more Mob Psycho, I guess. So that's cool.
Mob Psycho is quality.
Continues to be good.
Quality
It's a
entertainment.
Good show.
We were talking about finishing Ava at some point, which we should probably do.
Yeah, we gotta.
All right. Well, y'all want to get into the news then? Because I got 2 news items, and they're pretty good.
Yes, bring it to us.
They're fun and tangentially relevant to people's interests. All right. First, enough of that shit. Here comes Sasuke.
What?
Kishimoto, i.e. Bort's dad's dad, set to take over Bort from current author.
What?
Yeah, Kishimoto is going to take over the series from Kodachi, who has been writing it. It doesn't appear that he's going to be drawing it, which is interesting.
I have no idea what you just said.
I don't know how this can work.
We're talking about Naruto.
Oh!
And how this can work is Kishimoto's other manga, Samurai 8, apparently didn't do so hot and ended in March. So
Oh.
now he's just going to take over Bort.
All right. Okay.
So prepare for more of the chronicles of Sasuke, because you know that's gonna happen.
I just kind of don't understand what any of this means.
Appears to be a big news thing. I don't know. Maybe people didn't like Kodachi. I'm follow Bort. He's named Bort.
Either. Never mind. You'll have to explain it to me later, because I literally don't understand the story.
What do you mean? The dude who's been writing Boruto is not the dude who wrote Naruto.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
And the dude who wrote Naruto is now taking over Bort.
Oh. Okay, I literally didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are they related?
No. What? Wait, who's... No, the authors are not related. What are you talking about?
You said Bort's dad's dad is taking over, and I was like...
The character Naruto from Naruto is the father of Boruto from Boruto.
This is a fucking nightmare.
No, it's actually very simple.
I think I understand now. My confusion was that I just literally didn't... I literally didn't know that Naruto and Boruto were not written by the same person. That was my confusion.
I gathered that, but I also gathered the false information that the person who wrote Boruto is the son of the person who wrote Naruto.
No, he's
I don't
no,
know
no,
why
no,
you
no.
would think that.
I don't
No,
know why I
no.
absorbed
He's
that
saying
information.
that the writer of Naruto is Naruto's dad. That was the
I
joke.
just wanted to do a joke.
I couldn't get it.
And you
I didn't
motherfuckers.
understand.
This
Have got to
we're
do
in
this to me.
we're in hell. Give us the next story.
I am at my limit.
Give us the next one, please.
My brain is a sponge right now, and it's not absorbing any more water.
So, all right. Well, I'll try and make this as clear as possible.
No funny
jokes.
business. No jokes
No
on
goofs.
my podcast.
No jokes in this one. More kaiji. Sentai Filmworks licenses kaiji TV anime.
I'm gonna scream.
It looks like they might start from the beginning, so they may not be.
Oh, but maybe they'll eventually get back around to where
yeah.
they were.
Interesting note from the end of this. There's not really anything new. It's just like, some company's going to pick up kaiji and
Right.
make TV anime, and it'll probably look like the other anime because it's going to be hard to deviate from that style.
You can't get too much away
It'd
from
be
it.
very strange if they made it very round.
It would be I would love for them to make it like Clamp style. Anyway,
Holy shit!
What
I
a
don't know if I could
fucking
handle that.
there's something for you to draw, JoJo. Anyway, but interesting
Write
note.
that down in my notes.
Interesting, weird side note is that the manga for kaiji still currently available in physical editions from Denpa LLC, which happens to be the general interest label of pornography manufacturer Faku,
Whoa!
which I think is pretty funny.
I mean, they could make some interesting content then, couldn't they?
God, I hope not.
God, I hope so.
Nobody in kaiji fucks. They can't. Everyone's too sharp.
They could. They could. I'm just saying.
So anyway, we got kind of confused about who was picking earlier because we didn't keep good records.
Our taxes were all out of order, and we couldn't figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, our shit was out of order, and we're trying to keep it on the down low so nobody audits us. But anyway, I figure because it's been a while, I'll throw Blackle a bone.
Okay, so there's a mini story around what I'm gonna pick, which is
my God.
All right.
I think that I was trying to generate one episodes using AI Dungeon,
Oh.
and it kept picking different anime.
Yeah.
But it was like giving you
alternate reality
real
versions.
anime.
Yeah, it was giving us real anime, so I think I'm gonna pick one of those anime that was selected,
All right.
and it's Gankutsuou.
Oh yeah, we had one of our friends tell us about it. That's the one based on like the Count of Monte Cristo, right?
Oh
Yes.
shit!
I love the Count of Monte Cristo. That should be
I
interesting.
do too.
I've never heard of it before in my life.
It's fucking
What?
rad. You should, Blacko. You gotta read the classics. And I'm like,
Why?
I'm not being like
You could-
pretentious or anything. I'm talking about like Western literature.
Blackle, you could even like. There's a movie that's like pretty good of it. Like,
Oh, yeah?
you
Listen,
could
I-
even just watch that.
I have read some classics. I've read Kafka.
Kafka's cool. I'm not really talking about Kafka though. I don't know if you can lump Kafka in with like classic
No.
novelists because Kafka's mostly short stories about Kafka thing.
Kafka Adventures. The Adventures with Franz Kafka.
So I don't think you should really put it on the bookshelf on the same shelf as like Moby Dick or something, you know.
Moby
maybe
Dick
it
as rendered by Franz Kafka.
You know what,
Caffey and Friends.
Blacko, I don't think that book would actually be that different.
Point made.
All right, we're back, and I want to preface this because I have on my own initiative expanded our knowledge of Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo, because I didn't want to watch it on YouTube in 360p, so I did watch it on Crunchyroll in Japanese.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Was it?
So we'll have to contrast those two.
Yes, fair enough. Like, that's understandable. But you did miss out just a little bit, in my opinion.
Well, you'll have
Which
to
I
fill me in
will.
on
I will explain. Yes.
that. Who wants to read this blurb? I can read it, or somebody else can.
Go for it. I'm scared.
You're scared of it. There's French words.
I'm scared of the French.
In the year 5053, French aristocrats Viscount Albert de Montserf and Baron Franz d'Epinay, which, I guess I did that right, attend the festival of Carnival on the moon city of Luna. While Franz is just looking for fun, Albert is looking for something more to fill his life, but finds more than he bargained for in the Count of Monte Cristo, a mysterious and charming self-made nobleman who meets his gaze during an opera performance. Through a few twists and turns, Albert befriends the Count and introduces him into French society. The Count, however, has more on his mind than friendship. He plots to finally unleash his vengeance on those who wronged him years earlier. So.
Well, that definitely tells us more about it than the first episode did.
Well, yeah, it's burying the plot a little bit, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, this follows the book relatively closely.
Yeah.
In plot, if not setting. So.
So.
Can we talk about the opening music?
We need to talk about the OP music, because the OP music is by the bassist of the Stranglers, which
what?
I didn't like it.
What?
Yeah.
Hello?
You know, Golden Brown.
Yes. What the fuck?
Yeah, the bassist for the Stranglers wrote the OP and outro for this show.
That's so incredible. That was literally my first note, was, what is this music? And I'm now even more impressed.
The thing is, I'm not sure I liked it. It's just, I was just
no, it was just confusing mostly.
I was just baffled by the connection.
Yeah, no, I'm baffled too, but it was kind of funny.
All right, what did you think, Blagel?
I didn't like the music.
You just didn't like it? That's okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it being different from a lot of anime OPs, at least.
Can I make a general comment about the show as a whole?
All right.
So Joey and I watched the dub. I'm assuming Joey also watched the YouTube link.
Yes, I watched the dub.
So we watched the dub at it wasn't 340, it wasn't 360p, but it was like 480 or something. It was not the
pretty
best.
Low resolution.
I checked, it was 360.
Okay.
That's
so
why I didn't
watching the show in this compressed ass format, with the English dub, it was almost like listening to like a really good song over a shitty radio at like a pub that's like really crowded. So like I could see it. I could see how cool and good it was, but it was hard to like appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Because you're looking at it through like frosted glass.
Exactly. I loved the art style.
The art is incredible.
The art style is so fucking good.
I would be interested in watching this at a higher quality later. I didn't like the dub. The dub was bad.
Yeah, how was the dub? Because the
dub was a lot of really bad line reads where people are just like reading their lines without any emotion or too much emotion.
Here's my thing. The dub was so-so, but you can automatically win my heart with a dub by adding my boy Johnny Youngbosch.
Oh, was he in there?
Who does voice Albert?
It was God, my English brain just reads him as Albert.
Yeah.
I hate him. I hate the voice. I hate the voice.
He's almost certainly Albert.
Yes, he is Albert.
Yeah, the Japanese was pretty good. They emoted well, and the subs were written quite well. There was none of the typical like Japanese to English weirdness.
Yeah.
It read like
Yeah.
the novel. So
Yes.
Interesting.
I think this is probably we could make an argument that this is the best like Western classic adaptation that we have seen.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Honestly,
this is the best historical drama?
This is the best historical drama we've seen, and it is.
And
And
it takes place in the year 5053.
yeah.
with moon people and
I 100% didn't realize that this was going to be Count of Monte Cristo, but in space
but
with
in
vampires.
It doesn't seem like a lot has changed, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the plot's the same.
Now let's talk about the
d-
plot.
Does someone
I was not
become a
grabbed.
vampire in the original? I don't think that's true.
I don't think he is is meant to be a vampire in this show. I think
What
it's
is he
just
supposed
space
to be
time, and
then?
it's weird. Well, okay, let's put it this way. God, I really need to pull up reference. Will y'all pick at something for a second? Because
Okay.
I read the Count of
let
Monte
me.
Cristo years ago.
You look up that, and I will lay down my argument for vampire. First of all, he looks exactly like Dracula.
He is Vlad Dracula from
He
the
is Vlad
Castlevania anime.
Dracula. Yes.
In fact, he's a little more stylish.
Yeah, I really like him. Like, I like his design, but he straight up is blue with pointy ears. He has fangs. When Albert shakes his hand, he says his hand was just so cold, and I'm
a
like,
corpse.
Okay.
I don't know. He
Here's
just
my
seems like a vampire. Also, he
Here's
ate
my
a bunch
thought.
of pills. What
I
happened
think
with
that I think that he's just had a lot of really weird surgeries to look different, and
Yeah.
he's drank a lot of silver solution.
Silver.
And I think he's just got weird space diseases.
He's got space
just a little
disease.
bit weird.
I'm gonna put my theory out here since they've
Okay.
added the thing of space. Edmond Dantes, the Count of Monte Cristo, has a lot of reasons to not want to be recognized.
That's true, though.
So I
That is
imagine he
true.
may have adopted, in this universe, some rather nouveau plastic surgery.
Maybe. Or maybe this maybe something happened to him and that's what he's getting revenge for.
Prison may
You know
have
what?
gone poorly for this count.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Perhaps.
Listen, this year's 5000. I think these are not nouveau plastic surgeries, but classic plastic surgeries that have gone out of style.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I am hyped for this because the character of the Count in the book is actually kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, he is.
And I would be frightened that an adaptation would attempt to cast him in a much more heroic light from the beginning than they should.
Right?
Because he
Right.
does that shit to them. I'm pretty sure the scene
Yeah.
with the executions is lifted directly from the book.
Yeah.
I suppose we should describe what happens in this episode for anybody who isn't familiar with.
Sure, let's start at the beginning.
The Da Vinci twins go to the moon, and they go to an opera.
French fuckboys return from their tour to Moon Paris and go to the opera.
Yes.
And they see the Count there, and they're intrigued by him.
Because he does some baller shit, like the Phantom of the Opera.
He throws a big bushel of roses down from the wherever you call the things. The
that would be
viewing
his.
area.
That's his
balcony.
Oh, yeah, his balcony.
and the person who's doing the opera catches the roses.
And it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
The stage hands in the background's losing their shit.
Mission status sick. And I think what happens next? So then one of the guys, Albert, who is more intrigued than the other guy, follows him for a bit and then finds that he dropped his pocket watch. He picks it up and he looks inside and it's got some cryptic shit inside, which I'm sure will become relevant later.
It says death is certain, the hour is uncertain.
Yeah. And then he encounters him, and then later he's talking to his friends, and then they get an invitation from the Count for a private dinner. They go to the private dinner, and then they're invited from there to go watch the execution. And during the execution of 3 people,
which by the way, innocent. Execution time within this. Yeah. Just straight up by guillotine.
Yeah. Well, it's come back in style.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I'm not totally weirded out about a space opera with guillotines.
No, it's fine.
It's
It's
fine. And so there's three people who are being executed. One is like, I had to do it to kill I had to kill a person to feed my family. Another person was like, I didn't do it, I'm innocent. The other person was like, yeah, I killed 10 people, what of it? And so
The last one is fucking like Barabbas from
Yeah, exactly.
from the Bible.
Like, yeah, I'm evil and I love it.
Yeah. And so the Count is like, I've got a fun game. How about we gamble on who gets the pardon? And the Franz is like, that's
That's
like,
stupid
dude,
and
that's
immoral.
fucked up.
That's immoral. Bye. And then Albert is like, maybe I should. Ooh, ooh. And then Albert picks a card that pardons the fucking the dude who
evil
said that he
boy.
murdered.
Yeah,
the
the
evil boy. The murderer who's happy about me being a murderer. He gets
just
pardoned.
laughs hysterically and goes away.
And then,
Albert is not happy. with
Good old Edmund just makes Albert watch the other two die.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, don't look away.
You should see what you've wrought.
Yeah. And then Franz and Albert talk, and like Albert is very torn up but won't let his feelings show. And then he like
But
encounters
we
a
also
lady.
get a flashback scene of the Count like from before.
Oh yeah, he's is that the fencing scene?
Yes,
I didn't
the
know that was a
fencing scene.
flashback. I thought that was just them fencing in this weird white
No,
area.
that was absolutely a flashback.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, because like
I didn't read it as
what
much. I
I
thought it was fencing with his butler or whatever his name
what
is.
I thought was that they have to like kind of start revealing his story of how he got this way, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of assumed that they were gonna just like put those little sort of thing. I kind of thought he might like say something, but I that doesn't really make sense. But yeah, no, I think it was a flashback.
I don't think that was a flashback. I think it was serving the same purpose, but I do think that was happening concurrently with everything else. It's just like okay, lunch is over, time for my afternoon fencing.
Maybe.
And thinking about revenge.
Yes, exactly.
I like to take time out every day to sit down for a while and just think about revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
So yeah, and then Albert encounters a lady, and they talk, and I guess they start to have the sexual relations while fireworks happen, but then she pulls a gun on him.
Yeah. It turns out she's bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and that was pretty much the episode. I do want to say that the plot didn't really capture me. I was not interested in the plot so much. I think aristocracy is quite boring.
Well,
what do you think of revenge plots?
What do you think of revenge?
So.
What do you think of betrayal?
So.
Okay, let me put it this way. Do you think aristocracy is boring, or do you hate aristocrats?
A bit both.
Your hatred of aristocrats will be rewarded by the Count of
Yes. This is true. This is about aristocrats fucking each other over.
Okay.
I
say that, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Like, my disinterested in what's happening is not a deal breaker because the art style makes up for it.
The art
style is so rad. So they do this thing with these like patterns where they like animate over the patterns and the patterns don't move.
But the characters
which I thought was really interesting. It's like
it's really similar to that other one, Mononoke.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They do a similar thing,
you're correct.
But they choose Japanese patterns instead.
Right.
To use a severely technical term, I would call that screen space textures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is. The only way I feel like they could have improved it is they chose to do a strange, like, sort of light-colored lines around everything, and I think that was a slight misstep. I think if they had done, like, chunky black lines, it would have read better, basically.
I don't know. I kind of liked the light lines personally.
Yeah, it's really subjective.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
But yeah, it looked great.
Mhm. It was nice. It was
Right.
good to see.
Well, I don't know what to do when we watch a show that we like.
I know it's so difficult, right? Because we can't like rip on it.
There's
You
not a lot
do have to
Can-
think about it. Think about what
Can,
to do.
can we
God.
talk about Albert and Franz and their gay vibes?
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, just be boyfriends.
Yeah. I felt like this show did have some homoerotic undertones.
Uh-huh.
This show has a lot of homoerotic undertones
Uh-huh.
between the fuckboys and the Count.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true
for sure.
too.
The Count had severe homosexual villain energy.
Yeah. Albert kept like blushing at everything too.
Yeah.
Can we rule that Albert is like a disaster buy?
Yeah.
Because he
Yes,
appears to be
he is.
that.
Yeah, I think so.
He looked like he was going to swoon.
Yeah.
He
Just faint at
did.
any moment.
I love it. I'm living for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Oh, bless.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this
Yeah.
other than watch it. Because I'm gonna watch some more of this.
I absolutely want to watch more of this.
I would, but I'm very tired today.
Well, yeah, like not
Well,
necessarily
yeah.
today, but
Next episode could be the second episode rule.
it'd be the second episode.
The third episode rule. And we just watch. It'd be very funny if the show became like. If we stumble upon a good anime and then we just watch it.
We just continue watching it so we can avoid the rest of our responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I did look up the number of episodes this has, and it is 24 episodes, which is doable.
It's a nice two-season anime.
Yeah. Also, I looked up when this ran. Apparently, the original run was from October 5th, 2004 to March 29th, 2005. So this is some old-ass anime.
I can see that.
This is a 15-year-old
I would have been
anime.
extremely impressed if it was 90s.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that would have been possible, but
Yeah.
It would be possible, but it wasn't really done in the 90s. They weren't
Yeah.
ready to experiment that much yet.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's not time to do that yet.
English, Gankutsuou, Count of Monte Cristo. Synonyms, the King of the Cavern. I'm not sure what that means.
Should I read the Count of Monte Cristo?
Yeah. Many classics. People are just like, well, you gotta read Les Mis and stuff, or you gotta read this and that. I was talking to people who read Les Mis the other day. I was talking to JoJo's friend Tyler.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, the first 1,000 pages of Les Mis are about like the bishop in town and how cool and
Right.
charitable he is, and has nothing to do with the plot.
Yeah.
Count of Monte Cristo, I read that. It's just on from page 1.
Yes, it sure fucking is.
It
just
knows what
goes.
it's doing.
Yeah.
I'm sure the author went home from the cafe every day to write more pages, and it's just be like, oh, God, Johann pissed me off so bad today. Oh, I'm going to put it in the book.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Oh my god.
And a book came out and people just ate it up. So
They want that drama.
they want it. I
Oh
want
my
it.
god.
It's good.
Okay, maybe I will read it. And I'll talk about it next episode.
Read the whole thing and give me a book report
Yeah. Sounds good.
that I won't understand because I haven't read it for 15 years.
Yeah. I have forgotten some of the details as well, so
But yeah. Yeah, JoJo's posted the one of the covers of this from Wikipedia, and it is just extreme homoerotic fantasy.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
extremely.
incredible.
Extremely. And the art style is like he's got this floating eye above his head. Like I don't even know what.
It's very
It's like so
psychedelic.
powerful.
This looks like religious imagery, but I don't know which religion.
I dig it so hard.
This reminds me of the covers of like Please Save My Earth and how fucking strange they were.
Oh my god.
Those were
Please save my
scarier.
couch.
Please save my count.
Please save my.
No. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, actually.
Oh god.
Anyhow.
But yeah, we're. I guess. Are we
Yeah,
thumbs
I
up
guess
on that one?
we're all
We-
pretty
we're
thumbs up on
good.
this one. This is
Thumbs
a
up.
rare all of us agree on it episode.
Sounds
I mean,
good.
The,
Thank you,
the,
AI Dungeon.
yeah, the most like scathing criticism of it was Blackle wasn't hooked from moment one,
Right.
Yeah,
and that
that
could
was it.
and she could get into it if she watched more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
wow,
I think definitely if I could watch it at HD quality, it would be a lot better experience.
it's a lot
Yeah.
nicer on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
So
Although I will be sad to not hear my boy.
I thought the Japanese voice acting was quite good. I mean, I didn't understand.
Yeah,
You can get a lot of intonation from them, and
that's fair
Yeah.
enough.
and the Count sounded handsome.
Oh my god. I did like the Count's voice in the English dub.
I'm just sitting here, just like, oh god, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Fine.
No, I'm too old for that.
It's
You're
fine.
not. You're never too old.
You're never too old to be gay.
Never too old for a little gay experience.
Mhm.
I feel that fate has given us something in this time of awful.
This
Yeah.
time of great sorrow.
Yeah.
The fate was like, let's throw these fuckers a fucking bone already. Jesus.
Give them something. Let's give them another Rose of Versailles.
Yeah.
God,
Blasted.
have we learned what makes a good anime and that it has to be gay and French?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
But I mean, the last one we watched was French too. But the last
it was
one
not
wasn't
gay.
gay. Was
But
the
it wasn't
problem.
It wasn't gay.
That's the problem right there. Yep.
It has to be gay and French.
We've unlocked the key.
All right. Well, I'm satisfied now that we've gone on long enough to create a title joke.
Gay
Okay.
and French. The one episode rule, episode 70, gay and French.
If you would like to tell us how gay and French your favorite anime are, you can send that to oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That's the word, not the number.
And if you want to tell us how gay and French you are, you can send us a tweet at oneepisodecast on Twitter. Same as the email, same spelling.
Yes.
all that stuff.
Black will
Also
speak,
one.
Black will speak some
word.
French for us. Do you know French? I don't know French.
Je ne comprends pas français.
That's some French.
There you
sounds
go.
Judo?
That sounded French.
I
Sounded like
literally
you
just
said you were
I said I do not
speaking
understand
French.
French. I said je ne comprends pas français. That's all I learned in French class in school.
Oh, is that like hablas español?
Basically.
Let's wrap it up. Jesus Christ.